Good morning, children. We have completed a real number. Now we will start today polynomial. Very important chapter, and the quality of this chapter is that you have started this polynomial in class 6 or 7. And another important thing, that means you are familiar what is this polynomial word. What is polynomial, what is binomial, what is trinomial, these all things you know. We will not go further for this type of definition of polynomial, linear and polynomial, but we will start with a proper definition of polynomial. An expression in the form of ax to the power n. You can take a, yes, you start with a, or a, yes, a or a1 you start, a2x to the power n minus 1. In this way till an minus 1x plus an in the form of this. So this last term is having no a containing number, and this is denoted as px. So any expression, algebraic expression, which is in the form of this, where a1 is not equal to 0, is called a polynomial of degree n. Polynomial of degree n. This is called polynomial of degree n. Of degree n. What is degree? Degree means maximum power of the variable of any expansion, any expression, you can say, any expression. So this is called polynomial of degree n. Where one more thing, this is a1 is not equal to 0. If suppose you take a1 is degree, then degree become n minus 1. That is why it is told a1 is not equal to 0. This is first point. Second point, what is coefficient? Coefficient of any whatever terms are you are watching, this is called first term. Second term, in you can tell it n number of term, or n minus 1 number of term, or n plus 1 number of term, whatever number of term is there. In this situation we have taken n number of term. If you start with a0, then it will be n plus 1 number of term. So whatever one term you are taking in this is variable part and this is literal part. This part is called coefficient. So in this situation, coefficient is n minus 1. In this part we are watching a1 is our coefficient. In this an is constant term. So you understood this coefficient. Now you understand quality of this degree. And one more thing, that is category of polynomial, that is called, first is a linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. What is this linear polynomial? Whose degree is 1. Quadratic polynomial whose degree is 2. Then we get cubic polynomial. This degree is 3. After this is called biquadratic. This is called quadratic. Quadratic or biquadratic. Quadratic or biquadratic. This is called, this degree will be 4. Now what is this quality of this degree? So we understand. One more word you have read in an earlier class as 0 of the polynomial. What was the 0 of polynomial? 0 of polynomial is a value of variable of the polynomial. 0 of the polynomial is a value of variable for which the whole polynomial's value becomes 0. Suppose you take a polynomial. Suppose you take a polynomial whose name is px is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Suppose you are getting any number. If you are putting that number in place of x in this polynomial and you get the value of this whole polynomial as 0, then you can say that number will be polynomial, 0 of the polynomial. Suppose I take one example, 5x square minus 6x plus 1 as a polynomial px. I am taking a polynomial px as 5x square minus 6x plus 1. Suppose I am putting some number in this. Suppose I am putting in place of x as 0. Then p0 will be mine 0, 0, this will be 0 and this will be 1. Suppose you put p minus 1 in place of x minus 1, you get 5 into minus 1 square minus 6 into minus 1 plus 1. So here you get 12. But if you put 1 in place of x, you get the value of polynomial as 5 into 1 minus 6 into 1 plus 1, you get it 0. So here what I am getting, the value of this whole polynomial becomes 0 for x is equal to 1. Therefore this 1 will be called as 0 of the polynomial px. This is very important. On this thought, the whole topic, the whole chapter depends. So if you are getting a little confusion, you just contact me. This is very, very important for you. So what I got a number for which we are getting the value of the whole polynomial as 0. So this number will be called 0 of the polynomial. What about 0? This 0. If you are putting value of, suppose you are putting any other number. Suppose I take in place of x 3. Whatever number we will get, that will be called value of the polynomial for x is equal to something. Here I have put x is equal to minus 1. So we will write the value of polynomial px will be 12 for x is equal to minus 1. So now we have understood what is the 0 of the polynomial. Now we go further. Now we go for linear polynomial. For linear polynomial, I told you degree is 1. So if degree is 1, that means 0 will be 1. Number of 0 will be 1. If degree of any polynomial is 2, then number of 0 will be 2. If degree of polynomial will be 3, then number of 0 will be 3. If degree of polynomial will be 4, number of 0 will be 4. If degree of polynomial, suppose I take a polynomial whose degree is 100, then how many 0 will be there? There will be 100 0. You have to remember, number of degree and number of 0 will be same. Now one more thing. Suppose you draw the graph of the polynomial. If you are getting any linear polynomial and you have given to draw the graph of that polynomial, you will get a line. You can understand this in this different way. We get a curve with no fold. With no fold. You understand my word? I am telling we get a curve with no fold. That means that will be a straight line. That is why I am telling for linear polynomial we get a straight line. Suppose you take a polynomial px is equal to 5x plus 6. Px is equal to 5x plus 6. If you draw up a graph for this polynomial taking px as y, you will get a straight line. You will get a straight line. So that straight line will be a one point will cut here at 6, and for y it would be y0, then minus 6 by 5. Minus 6 by 5 here. So you will get a line like this. So what I am telling, for linear polynomial you get a straight line, and for quadratic polynomial, I told you first time we get a curve with no fold. So in this case of quadratic polynomial, we get a curve with one fold, either this way or this way or this way or this way. This 4 way is there, whatever it is. So what I am watching here, only one fold is here. One more thing, if the polynomial will have real root, then it will intersect x-axis. If the polynomial will not have a real root, it will not intersect x-axis. If one fold is there, degree will be 2. Again, I am taking, first I have taken linear polynomial. For linear polynomial I told degree 1. So I got a curve with no fold. A curve with no fold means line will be straight. So we get a straight line. Second I told quadratic polynomial. So its degree will be 2. In this degree, I told you we get a curve. We get a curve with one fold. With one fold. Suppose you are getting, you have to draw a polynomial of 5x square minus 6x plus 1. In this situation, what happen? You get a curve like this that will have only one fold. Now it is different place, different thing where it will intersect y-axis, where it will intersect x-axis. So first of all, what we do, we take, if the whole polynomial is 0, we get two number of x, and that is called 0 of the polynomial. That is called 0 of the polynomial. So at which place for the value of x we get the value of polynomial as 0, that is called our 0. So suppose I am taking this whole polynomial as 0, then we find the value of x for what? This polynomial becomes 0. Suppose I take any number of x. Suppose I take one, I have taken in the last example 1 as 0. So 1 will be, suppose it is intersecting here at 1. Because if x-axis you are taking 1, if you are putting 1 here, then you will get the value of y as 0. You have read this in a graph of class 8 and class 9 also. So at 1 and yes, suppose it is intersecting at 2 place, suppose it is 1 and one another place. If you are finding this properly, you get the value of another value of x as 1 by 5. So 1 will be here 1 and here it will be 1 by 5, the value of x. So your axis will be here. So in this situation, what I am watching, this graph is intersecting this x-axis at 2 place. That is why this polynomial will have 2 0. What I was telling you first, if degree is 1, 1 0. If degree is 2, 2 0. If degree is 1, no fold. Matlab means 0 number of fold. If degree is 2, only one fold. So every time whatever the degree is there, we get fold one less. Suppose you take a cubic polynomial. Suppose you take a cubic polynomial, you get a curve with two fold. Cubic polynomial, what will be now a degree? Degree will be 3. So if you draw the graph of this cubic, either it will be like this, it will have only two fold, or it will be in this way, any of this. So you have to understand this thing. The number of degree minus 1 is equal to number of fold of the curve. Number of degree minus 1 is equal to number of fold of the curve, and number of degree is equal to number of 0. These all things similar. So suppose you take another polynomial with degree 4 or biquadratic polynomial. Biquadratic polynomial. So what I got by quadratic polynomial, degree is 4. So if you draw the graph of this degree, this polynomial, you will get it in this way. 1 place, 2 place, 3 place, 4 place. 1 fold, 2 fold and 3 fold. There will be 3 fold. It may be like this or it may be like this. there will be one fold, two fold and three fold. This is very important. This may come in exam for 1 marks. There will be given a graph and you have to tell about the after watching the curve whatever the polynomial's degree will be there. So threefold because number of degree is 4. How many zeros are there? Number of degree is 4, then number of 0 will be 4. Number of degree is 4, then number of 0 will be 4. If you are drawing the curve, you will get threefold. What about a polynomial having degree 100? If degree will be 100, number of 0 will be 100. And if you draw the curve of that, you will get 100 times, 99 times fold in that curve. Whatever time I am telling about fold, you understand what is this fold. If your curve is turning, this you can use a word as a turning also. Number of turning will be 99. So at each place of turning, you can draw a parallel line from there that turning a parallel length of x-axis. Suppose I am drawing a curve of degree ax to the power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus d. In this situation, my curve will be like this 1, 2, 3. That means if you draw a parallel line like this, you can draw. So on each turning, you can draw a parallel line through that turning of parallel line of x-axis. This is also very, very important. Next thing you have to remember a standard polynomial, a standard form of polynomial. For a standard form of polynomial, you just remember these all things. Only picture of the polynomial you can say, a standard form. For linear we take ax plus b. Always we put the name of the polynomial as px, qx, gx, fx, whatever you can. Ax plus b. This is a standard. For quadratic we take px is equal to, I take here gx suppose. Ax square plus bx plus c. For cubic we take as hx ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. And for biquadratic a to the power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus d. Now what you have to do for that is very, very important. You have to revise your factorization part of class 9, especially of degree 2 only and degree 3 if you have given. That is very important. All the questions of that, because that will be also used in quadratic equation chapter. So you will revise that. I will send some question from factorization part only and you will do that. Next day we will go for how to find 0 first. Next we will go for relationship of 0 and whatever the coefficient of the terms of the polynomial given. These two things will be important. So I hope 2 or 3 maximum 4 period will be there more for this quadratic polynomial. Then we will move further. So do it seriously. Don't think about as this is your staying safe, staying. Don't think as this is the lockdown. That means this is the lockdown of study, because once school will be started, then you will have very less time to complete each and everything. Your exam will be, I hope, in time. There is no further guidance has come even about syllabus. No further information has given. So we have to be serious. You have to increase your working capability in home, in place of enjoyment, and also you have to keep yourself motivated. That is very, very important for you. So stay home, stay safe, but continue your study. Take care. Thank you.